Yeah, it's kind of a slightly different angle for me here. This is my E-Type. I say my, it belongs to me and my brother. I live in Arizona, he lives in Delaware. So I don't get to see it often, but he sends me pieces to work on for him or for us. I had this car for many years in England. My brother paid for everything to be done and I did all the work. So we own it jointly between us. I will probably only ever drive it once again before I die, unless he pops his clogs before me, in which case I will inherit it. But let's not go down that road. This piece here is a cover for the fuel pipe, and I've done it in maroon as requested by my brother because we have decided to do the interior in red. Not quite sure what red yet, that's something we're still discussing. Probably be oxblood, but we're not set on that, which is why this is done in a dark maroon color. This area is completely covered by moquette. This is completely covered by leather, and this actually, ooh, hate the word, but that fits there. I am now working on this piece and the two hinge covers, which are out in the back area. Just want to show you these now because once I've powder coated this and made it look pretty, I'm going to show it to you again. I did restore this way back in the 80s, and we're now going through the second restoration of this particular vehicle. Some of the stuff I did was using the materials I had available to me at the time, and in all honesty they weren't the best. I also didn't have access to powder coating, which is what I'm doing now. So this was originally painted in I think it was hammerite or something of that ilk, and whilst it was okay, it's not the best. And then there was what I call Evo stick or contact cement to stick the leather on. That shit won't come off. Hence you will see the heat marks here where I've used a blowtorch to actually remove those final pieces of glue. Does it matter? Is anybody going to see it? No, of course not. But I want it to look right. So I'm going to give this one more blast. You know, there's a couple of areas here that I want to clean up, and you know, a little area there that I want to clean up before I powder coat it. I've repaired all of the studs. They were gone. That's the only way I can describe it. And what I did was I drilled through every hole, tapped it out, and put in nice new studs ready for the speakers. Now, music is not really something you worry about in this car because the engine is the music you listen to. But should my brother be driving down the road and he wants to rock back to a 50s or 60s song, at least he can do it. All right, let's get on and get this powder coated, the other two pieces, and then I'll show you them all completed. Okay, this is probably a little tricky to video, and I may even have to redo it. This is the radio console. It's very dark here at night, but there it is. Looking good. And over here we have the gear lever shroud and the two rear hinge covers. I'll video them tomorrow in daylight, but I just thought I'd do this because I felt like it. Well, just a final piece on the E-Type. What shall I say? Hidden components. These are the two rear door hinge covers. As I said, the outside is covered in moquette, so you'll see the inside, but you won't see much of it. Same applies to this. This is going to be completely covered in moquette, so you really won't see any of that, but it's nice to have it protected so it won't rust. Again, with the radio console here, there is this shield which actually fits there so that the radio can be mounted, and this will all be covered in leather, so you won't actually see any of it, actually. I've coated this a couple of times. I wasn't too worried about the finish, in other words, it being shiny and smooth. I just wanted to make sure that it was covered and that it was protected, which it is. So now I will wrap these up and send them back to my brother in rainy Delaware, and he can then start thinking about getting the interior of our baby done. And I believe he's going to do it in red, hence we've done this in red, and I'm not sure what color he's going to choose. We have a let's say an opalescent dark green exterior, and I believe he's considering oxblood, or at least a maroon interior color. And I say he is considering because he's the man that's going to have to put his hand in his pocket and pay for it. But we have discussed it, and I must admit, I think a red interior of one description or another, be it oxblood, maroon, or maybe even the normal kind of bright red, one of those colors. I must admit, I'm going towards the oxblood because I just think that's a beautiful color. We will see. Now, as for the rest of you, get out in that garage and do some shit.